Welcome to Podcasts, recorded live at the Center for Spiritual Living in Portland, Oregon. We have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its video podcast, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning. Wow. Look who we have. Look who just wandered in today.
I am your
Ron Steele.
coffee and tea goddess.
Miss Paulette. All right, shall we stand and get this party started? A little singing. Holy, holy way.
We're going to sing your part with you.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall.
Let me learn from all the ways I fall.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser.
Let me walk each day a little wiser.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
And thank you for getting this party started. I love that. And I don't know how many were listening to the opening music, but dance with me, I want to be your partner. And then the next one with the bass, I'm like, I felt like I was back in a high school auditorium dance. You know, it's like, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, absolutely. So if you want to know what a party is and what love feels like, you're in the right place. Yeah? All right. Right. So welcome this morning to the Portland Center for Spiritual Living. We are a community that teaches and practices. You got to practice what you teach, right? And what you learn. Spiritual principles to uplift and transform our own lives and therefore make the world a better place. You are welcome here. My name is Catherine. My pronouns are she, her, and I serve as a licensed spiritual practitioner here. It is my honor to welcome you. So a special greeting to anyone who may be with us for the first time, either in person or participating in a virtual community space. Virtually joining our spiritual community. If you'd like to say that in the chat, we can welcome you in the chat. Everyone's turning around to the camera and waving, even though you can't see them. We're waving. Hello. Hello. And then anyone in the sanctuary that's new, we'd love to say hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome. You are here where we see the truth of who you really are. So we're so glad that you're here today. In person, if you're here for the first time, you're either receiving at this very moment a welcome packet, or you can pick one up at the back of the sanctuary today. And the same information is available for our global community at cslportland.org under the About Us menu tab. In fact, just cruise all those menu tabs, because if you do, you'll find out who we are, what we do, what we stand for, and how we might serve you. And if you like, you're also welcome to ask questions of our minister, Reverend Bridget, after the service. She is available for that. On our website, you can sign up for our weekly emails that detail events, you can register for classes, and you can even get a free gift on your birthday. Who has a birthday? Okay, just saying. You can all have a free gift on your birthday. So speaking of party and love, we have a very lovely celebration coming up immediately after the service on September 8th at our 11 o'clock service. We are celebrating the ordination of our minister, staff minister and director of education, Reverend Marilyn Sprague, who's in the house. Give us a look. Love to have you here. Dr. Reverend Larry King will be the ordaining minister that day. So there'll be an appearance that he hasn't made for quite some time, music by LaRonda Steele. And we're going to have a reception after the service. It already is an absolutely amazing event. So we look forward to having your presence with us for that. Again, September 8th during our Sunday service. So just a few announcements in addition. Do you feel called to serve your spiritual community through sacred service? Do you have gifts? I know you do. Do you have time, probably, that you'd like to share with us? We're so excited because we're recruiting volunteers to serve in several different and fun capacities, of course. And if you're interested, we have a yellow sacred service form on the welcome table near the front door, or you can fill out the volunteer form on the website anytime. And you can also talk with Kat Hooker in person after the service. She is enjoying the old growth forests this weekend. So she's not here in person. However, you can fill out a form and you can register online to participate as a volunteer. We really receive so much from our volunteers, and we need our volunteers. We don't contract with anybody else to come in here and do any of this maintenance and flowers and coffee and ushering, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we'd love to have you. For our educational opportunities, this Wednesday's weekly 7 p.m. meditation, which is on Zoom, is called Receiving Divine Love. And for the first time, presenting for our Meditation Wednesday, a tickling hair, is Reverend Bridget McCann. So she invites us all to come bask in unconditional divine love with an evening of story, guided meditation, and writing. So the Zoom link is on our website. Again, anyone can participate. That's at 7 p.m., and we are on Pacific time. Classes, we have Exploring the Roots of the Science of Mind, which is also a virtual class, and it is a certificated class. This is 10 weeks starting on Tuesday, September 24th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 3 hours each Wednesday. And if you're wondering what is exploring roots, well, think of roots. Roots, deep, deep roots of the science of mind. And so you'll gain an understanding of both the intellectual and spiritual foundations that shaped Holmes's teachings, who was the person that started this whole thing, whether intentionally or not, right? Kind of like the Master Jesus, like didn't intend to start that whole thing, but it happened. But this is around Dr. Holmes. So, and please visit, I don't know if he's a doctor. Anyway, this is co-facilitated by Reverend Marilyn Sprague and Kate Barrett, who is a practitioner emerita, which means she's been a practitioner for over 20 years. I invite you to visit our website to learn more about this class as well as additional upcoming courses and one in November. So today, licensed practitioners Annette Bolster and Nadine Moeller are serving on High Watch, which means High Watch. Woo! They are stirring the cauldron of cosmic consciousness. There you go. In the sanctuary on High Watch, Nadine Moeller and Annette Bolster is supporting those participating virtually. Today, our special music features our own music director, Lauri Jones. And our stellar Friends Band. Today's message talk is We Get to Do Stuff. We get to do stuff, and it is by our beloved Reverend Bridget McCann. Flowers are courtesy of Kat Jacobs. Thank you so much today. She stepped in for Marcia, who is not feeling well today, so we are upholding her in our consciousness for wholeness. So thank you for doing that again. I love just being near these. So at this time, please do turn off or silence your cell phone and other electronic devices. You know why? Because we're moving from the internet to the internet. So we're moving in. So I invite you to sit back, take a nice breath, and relax. Because I know that somewhere between this beautiful spiritual community, the music, the meditation, and the message is exactly what your heart came to receive.
So breathing into this sacred space, into this high vibration of love in this community, and allowing the music to wash over and through you and sing if you are so inspired. God is, I am. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is.
how grateful I am to have woken up alive today, to have placed my feet on the earth that has made its revolution and turned to face the sun again that is still there, the life-giving force, and the sun spinning all of this beautiful, beautiful planet and all of the planets in this beautiful galaxy and all of the galaxies and interconnected everything. How grateful I am to know that everything is in this oneness that is life. It is the power back of the thunder and the lightning. It is the presence that is the life force that is inextinguishable and inexhaustible, that runs through everything, all space-time, billions of light years, life force, never-ending, eternal. For the infinite intelligence and wisdom, the backbone of all of life, the perfect pattern of all of life, the Fibonacci code, the architecture of all of life. So grateful to know that this is the one life in which we all live and move and have our being as beautiful, radiant embodiments of that very power, presence, and infinite wisdom. Each one of us a star wrapped in skin, given this perfectly functioning earth suit through which life experiences itself, through which consciousness expands. This is who we are, and this is whose we are. And so, knowing this to be the truth, I speak my word for and about all of us, calling forth that reverence for life that is unshakable, that in every moment, eyes open, eyes closed, wherever we are, we see, we use the sensorium of sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell to revere this precious life that we have been given, that we were called forth by name to live. Such a gift. And in this reverence for life, more good is revealed than we had imagined. And we bask in this good. We allow it. We receive it. We are grateful, knowing exactly where it came from, and that exact will never leave us, is with us every step of the way. And so in reverent gratitude, I release this word, which is creative power in and of itself, to the cosmic womb of infinite possibility, infinite and unconditional love, that place that says, yes, my precious, and you are my precious. It is my joy to give that unto you. That is your heart's desire. I let this be. We allow it to be, and we welcome it to be by saying together, and so it is. And as we steep in the moments that follow, I invite you to feel that reverence for life deep, deep within yourself.
There is a place beyond stardust. There is a place as near as us. And in this space, grace, I see who I am. And in this grace, life's full of wonder. I'll meet you there. You won't have to go far. It's right where you are. I'll meet you there. I'll be on far. I'll be on light. Here on this earth. Here in this life. Oh, I'll meet you there. You won't have to go far. It's right where you are. Oh, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. You won't have to go far. It's right where you are. Oh, I'll meet you there.
Thank you. Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. I had an absolute wonderful weekend. Last weekend, I spent time gazing at the beach and walking amongst the redwood trees. And a couple days ago, I got to hike on Mount Hood, which, so you know, I've renamed her Her Majesty. So I just had to speak with the official map makers. But it's good to be with you. I want to take a little poll to get started this morning. I want you to spend a few seconds thinking about your day so far and how many times you've said or thought, I have to or I need to do something. My number's pretty high. But just think for a second, then I'm going to take a poll. Okay. So for those online, when I get to your answer, you can say, like, that's me or something. But how many have said this or thought this today so far 2 or fewer times? All right, I want to hang out with you. Okay. 3 to 5 times. That's a lot more. Okay. 6 to 10. Okay. More than 10. Nobody's. Oh, we got one brave soul who's willing to fess up. Okay. So, you know, this mindset or these words we use, I have to work, I have to take dad to the doctor, I have to do this or that, I need to exercise, I should have exercised. Oh, we got one I did exercise, yay. Okay. But it kind of is almost a habit, as if society has trained us to think of life and everything we get to do, to think of life as an obligation. You know, I have to, I need to, kind of reflects our consciousness. You know, the words we use reflect our consciousness about life itself, about our individual lives, and even about our inner life or about the nature of the world in general and about our relationships. I have to do this or that. And have to comes from a sense of obligation. I get to comes from a sense of gratitude. And the whole idea or the I should say, the inspiration for this talk came from my friend Erica. Some time ago, we were at a meditation retreat, and during a break, we were chit-chatting, and she shared with me, you know, her parents are getting older. She spends quite a bit of time assisting her parents with various things. And she said she was trying to shift her mindset around all this from I have to I get to, because she wanted to show up in a better way for them. And she shared how much it's affecting the energy between them and the relationship. So I'm really grateful to Erica for getting me to think about this, because then it led me to think about what if we do this throughout our lives? If we shift from I have to do something to I get to do something. And what would be the benefits of that? I think the first benefit I've already hinted to, it can really lift our consciousness. Like I said, I have to comes from life is nothing but an obligation. I get to approaches life with gratitude. And if you think about it, it's really about having reverence for life. You know, Albert Schweitzer said that when we have reverence for life, we enter into a spiritual relationship with the world. I get to brings us closer to spiritual truth. I have to is nothing but a burden. I get to knows possibilities. I have to knows only limitations. I get to is open to the gifts of life. I have to is I don't have any choice. There's nothing but lack. This is a reverence for life. It also, shifting from I have to I get to, brings us more into that spiritual principle, that spiritual law of the universe, that law of circulation. And this applies to everything. We hear about it a lot as in regards to money and the economy, and that absolutely is true, but it's also at work when we spread joy and gratitude and happiness and forgiveness and compassion and understanding. Everything works or operates within that law of gratitude or law of circulation. And when we operate from a place of I get to share joy, time, energy, compassion, understanding, money, whatever it is we have, we're coming from a place of knowing that there is more than enough of all those things, and I get to be part of the distribution network. When we shift from I have to I know to, or I get to, it also lifts our consciousness or opens our consciousness to receiving the solution to a difficult situation. And it works like this. If your consciousness is, this is nothing but a burden, it's going to feel like a burden and it will be difficult. If we shift to, I get to do this, we open up and the solution comes forth. It's like Abraham Maslow said, to the one who only has a hammer in the toolkit, every problem looks like a nail. I have to, everything is a nail that has to be whacked at. But I get to opens us up to the solution, to possibilities. And I get to does recognize that life can be confusing and frustrating, and sometimes we hurt each other even when we don't intend to, and it knows that we get to live a beautiful life anyways. Reverend Nadia Bowles-Weber, one of my absolute spiritual superheroes, Reverend Nadia Bowles-Weber put it this way, and this is it. This is the life we get here on earth. We get to give away what we receive. We get to believe in each other. We get to forgive and be forgiven. We get to love imperfectly, and we never know what effect it will have for years to come. And all of it is completely worth it. I get to know that life is completely worth it. The next benefit of shifting from I have to I get to is we get to choose to show up as a more beneficial presence in the world. We get to remember that we are spirit in action. We are the hands and feet and eyes and ears and mouth and hearts and minds and bodies of the one life. So we get to choose to be a beneficial presence. We get to spend a moment with our homeless neighbor saying, hey, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Instead of needing to rush by because we have to get somewhere or because we don't want to feel awkward. We get to know the highest good for somebody who maybe was just released from prison, instead of needing to keep our distance to feel safe. We get to have patience with the clerk when the line is way too long, instead of needing to vent with the person behind us. All of this is being a more beneficial presence to the people that we interact with. This is also true in those everyday activities we do. We get to choose our mindset, right? I have to pay the bills. Well, that kind of shows contempt for people who bring us services. I get to pay the bills shows gratitude that I have the income to do so, and gratitude for the people who brought us those services, right? I have to buy the children new school clothes. Are our children liabilities? I get to buy my children new school clothes. Our children are treasured and they know it. And we like and value and give gratitude for being able to support them. And probably all of us, our favorite, I have to pay my taxes. Yep, that's my favorite too. I have to pay my taxes shows maybe some contempt or animosity even towards some faithless government bureaucrat or a whole bunch of them that takes our money to do things we don't agree with. I get to pay my taxes shows gratitude for government and government employees at all levels for the many things we get from the taxes we pay. I don't know about you, but my taxes pay for roads and airports and parks and national forest and fire and police and schools, diplomats that make my international travel possible, environmental regulations, all of this. That's what my taxes pay for. And I'm really grateful for that and for all the people that make that possible. So I've been self-employed for quite a number of years now, so I pay quarterly taxes, and I choose to send in an old-fashioned check instead of paying online, which I could do, but I send a check just so I can write in the memo line, thank you. It makes me feel better, and I hope a government employee sees one note of gratitude that day and they smile, because I'm pretty sure the IRS folks opening those checks don't get a whole lot of gratitude. So we can choose to be a beneficial presence even in the little things like that we do. Another way that shifting from I have to I get to is it improves our relationships. You know, how we spend our resources, our time, energy, money, reflects our priorities. And so do the words that we use with it. I have to give my time, money, or energy to somebody. That person's going to feel like a burden. And maybe not like they're a priority. I get to give my time, money, or energy to somebody, says to that person, You are precious to me. You are a priority, and I'm happy to do this. Imagine what that does for the relationship. Even when we face challenges in relationships, I get to serve the healing and the upliftment of the relationship better than I have to or I need to. Right? I have to forgive. That has some power. Or I need to forgive. That has some power because forgiveness is a powerful thing in our life. But I get to forgive. That means I am choosing to forgive. And that has more power because you're worth it. I really need to understand where my partner is coming from. That sounds difficult and like a chore. I want to, or I get to understand where my partner is coming from. That tells the other person, I've chosen to spend my life with you, and therefore I want to get to know you better, even the parts that may cause a little friction. You're a priority. I need to fess up to how I really feel about this. Oh, okay. For those of you online who maybe can't hear it, I'm getting some feedback here. I need to fess up to how I really feel about this. That does have some value because it's important to share how we feel, to be vulnerable. I get to be vulnerable is even more powerful because we know we have the inner strength to be vulnerable. And we know that that vulnerability is trusting the other person, and that other person feels the difference. So in all these ways that shifting from I have to I get to in relationship, we really do lift up the relationship because the other person feels heard, not tolerated. They feel valued, not like a burden. And they feel like the precious gift that they are, not like an obligation. This, everything I've been talking about so far, this lifting our consciousness to have that reverence for life, being a beneficial presence, uplifting our relationships, all of this can make difficult situations not necessarily easier, but we can navigate them with more ease, meaning less resistance, more gratitude, more acceptance. I've been given a wonderful opportunity to move from I have to I get to recognize the reverence of my life. In my recent diagnosis of cancer, this cancer journey is a great opportunity to do this. So I've been thinking a lot about shifting my mindset from I have to I get to. A week from today, after the service, I get to travel to Denver, where I'll be for about 4 weeks for several pre-op appointments, and then surgery, and then post-op appointments, and then some time to heal and get my strength back before I return here. No, I am coming back. Okay. Okay, let's just be clear. Okay. I was telling Dr. Ruth Miller the other day, she's like, you have to come back. I said, Dr. Ruth, this is my home, these are my people, I'm coming back, okay? All right. But you know, I have to have surgery. Make surgery seem like some obstacle that I have to come. I get to have surgery. I know it's part of my healing journey, and I'm really grateful I get to have surgery and that there's really skilled surgeons to help me with that. I have to ask for help. Makes me feel weak and like a burden. I get to ask for help. Knows I'm loved and cared for. I have to, I need some time away from this community. Brings up insecurity that maybe you won't understand. But as many of you have already reminded me, I get to take the time I need because I am loved and cared for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to pray. I need to pray. Feels like desperation. I get to pray. I get to lean into my faith. That feels really good. That feels like peace and knowing and healing. Vivian Green said, it's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. I don't want to crawl through cancer. I want to dance through cancer. And I get to helps me dance with all of you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So in the next week or two, just do a little shift from I have to, I get to, and see what it feels like inside. And see if the people you interact with feel the difference in that energy. I'm definitely feeling the difference inside of me and with all of you and with all my support network in Denver. All right? So try it on. Now let's pray together. I ask or invite our practitioner prayer partners and all the ministers amongst us, whether they're here in person or online, to stand and hold this consciousness for all of us. You do a great service. You give us a great service with your hearts. I get to express my gratitude for that one life that is so filled with love and joy that it must create. It must. It doesn't even have a choice in it. But maybe I should say it gets to create because it gets to express its love. It gets to experience itself through its creation. And I'm really grateful for that. I and we get to experience that beautiful alchemy that is this incredible universe, the harmony of gravity and dark energy and stars and stardust and the birthplace of galaxies and the sun and the earth and the air and the water that brings forth life. And this perfect balance and harmony and life-giving alchemy that each of us get to participate in. And we get to make it a beautiful life. And I'm grateful for that. And I know that is what we do in our individual lives, in our families, our communities, in our spiritual community, and in our world. We get to live beautiful lives with the reverence for that life. And I'm so grateful for all of it. Grateful for that unlimited, unending, always yes-givingness of life. So knowing this is already done because it's the absolute way of the universe, because it is the way of the one love and the one spirit, and it could be no other way. It's how it's all set up to be. With gratitude for all of that, I simply release this word, these prayers, knowing with absolute faith that we are indeed here to have beautiful lives. And it's already done. And so it is. Thank you. So now we get to move into our time of sacred giving. And I want to thank you for all your gifts, whether you give here today in person or you auto tithe or you give online at cslportland.org under the donate tab, or all the ways you give and everything you give. Yes, your financial contributions, but your time, your money, your energy, your talents, your consciousness, your heart, your understanding. I thank you for all your many gifts that support this community. We do this for community and as a community. No one person can make this happen. It takes all of us. So thank you. In a moment, our ushers will come forward, and actually I invite them to come forward now. They'll pass a basket to receive your gifts. And like I said, you could go to cslportland.org as well. If you choose, there's an envelope in the seat back in front of you that you could use. And before we pass these baskets, let us do our blessing and of our offering together. I bless these sacred gifts.
I bless these sacred gifts.
Giving graciously with love.
Giving graciously with love.
These gifts bless.
These gifts bless.
Heal.
Heal.
And prosper.
And prosper.
All they touch.
All they touch.
In giving.
In giving.
I am grateful to be richly.
I am grateful to be richly.
Lavishly.
Lavishly.
And abundantly blessed.
And abundantly blessed.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now our musicians.
Rev Bridget, thank you so much for that inspiration. And the subject of your talk reminded me of this song that I almost forgot about, that I wrote a few years ago. And it was written, had to like really remember what inspired it. And it was caring for my father during a very difficult time, which can be very, very challenging. And I was just resisting, and why do I have to do this? And I don't want to do this. And I just really had this voice say, lean into it, just lean into it. And once I did that, it just made everything. It made it better for me. It made it better for him, and it was just a real pivotal moment. So sharing this song, it's called "Lean Into It." Yeah. Dark nights, traffic jams and headaches makes me want to run away from everything that I don't know and all the things I can't control. Then I hear a voice say, yeah, lean in, lean into it. You got to lean in. Lean into it. Bills to pay, laundry list, tight chest, clenched fist, reaching for a higher me, wondering if I'll ever see all the things I'm longing for. It's like pushing on a bolted door. Then I hear that voice say, yeah, lean in, lean into it. You got to lean in, lean into it. Oh, break down the resistance, let it melt away. Grab hold of a great big sunbeam and ride it through the rain. Oh, yeah. Ride it through the rain. Break down the resistance. Yeah, let it melt away. Grab hold of a great big sunbeam and lean into it.
That was perfect. Thank you. So you may have already figured this out, but to state the obvious, the Make Me a Portlandian thing, just kind of hit the pause button on that. So you'll get to Make Me a Portlandian apparently in the rain, because I think the rainy season starts pretty soon. So I get to learn how to be a Portlandian and do outdoor things in the rain. And some indoor things, I guess, but that'll be back, so keep your ideas. All right. If you are going through any kind of challenge right now, or if you would like to improve some area of your life, or you want to express gratitude for something that's going really well in your life, our practitioner prayer partners will be available here in the front in just a few moments after the service to do a short affirmative prayer with you to know that truth for you. We also have prayer request cards in the back on a little table there if you would like to fill one of those out, or you can submit a prayer request online. And those are distributed to all of our practitioners and ministers, and we hold you and your prayer request in our consciousness and our prayer work throughout the week, and it is our honor and privilege to do this for you. Now I invite you to stand if you would like or are able for our call and response benediction. Something wonderful is flowing through me right now.
Something wonderful is flowing through me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
And life is in my affairs.
And life is in my affairs.
I think it.
I think it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
Just the way that I am.
Just the way that I am.
And just the way I am not.
And just the way I am not.
Know that you are never alone. This community loves you. I love you. The universe loves you. And for our community members who may be incarcerated in various prisons across the country, we receive your letters. We see you. We hear you. We love you. You are a part of us. In gratitude and remembrance of all of this, we let it be, and so it is.
And so it is.
And look at you.
All right, let's let that love wash over us. Definitely.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you happen to be in the Portland, Oregon area, we'd love to have you visit in person. The Portland Center for Spiritual Living is located at 6211 Northeast Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Our inspirational service is at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have many programs, classes, and workshops developed just for our online audience. To find out more, go to our website at cslportland.org and look under the Online tab. We have a variety of content dedicated specifically for our podcast listeners. Our mission is to open hearts, ignite minds, and make a difference. If you'd like to support our center and its podcasts, you can donate online at cslportland.org/donate. Our website is also the place to learn more about what's going on at the center or to contact us. Allow us to become part of your extended spiritual community. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are most welcome at the Center for Spiritual Living.